You clicked on this video today because you want to know how a guy who's 23 years old that looks like this has made multiple six figures within a year. And I don't blame you if you don't believe me. If you don't feel like sticking around for some free game, click off this video now. But if you believe me and you want some free game, I'm gonna try and put you on. If you like this video today, please do me a favor. Just leave a comment down below and let me know. That's really all I'm looking for. You don't need to subscribe, you don't need to like. I just want you to give me some feedback in the comments. This channel is for you, the person on the other side of the screen who's motivated, looking to change their life, looking to do something better with their life. I've been there at one time where I was trying to build my life. I was trying to be better. I still am, right? I'm still setting goals. I'm still trying to do everything I can to be the best possible version of myself and hit newer and higher goals every single day. And I just want to put this channel together because I feel like there was never something out there like this that could give this kind of free value without trying to sell you something or be, some kind of salesy course in the end of the day. I'm really just trying to give you some free game. So without anything else being said, about 5 years ago to this date, talk about this in all my videos, but I was about 80 pounds more than I weigh right now. So I lost a ton of weight, turned my life around, started a business, made multiple six figures. I used to be hella overweight. I worked, hourly jobs making like barely $17 an hour. I thought 10 grand was in my bank account was like everything. I worked so hard for that money. Now I can see that times 3, 4, 5, sometimes in a month. So I've completely turned my life around and I'm gonna tell you how. I made some notes because generally I just go off rip for these videos. So I wanted to sit down and actually think about this video first. So if you see me looking to the sides, because I'm talking about my notes. First thing that I want to say is the most important thing that you can do if you are trying to put yourself onto some real game, make some real money, is provide a service, okay? Now, I personally got lucky when I started getting into the service business. I was in a position where I had support from my parents and I was able to start a business without having a mortgage, without having kids, without having a family, without having bills, without having rent, all those things, right? So if you need to work a W-2 job to hold yourself up while you're starting a service business, that's up to you. Me personally, I went balls to the wall with it because I was lucky enough to have a support system and have my parents back me while I was doing this. But you need to start a service business and you need to have a goal over time to go full-time in that service business. Now it's up to you whether or not you want to drop your W-2 completely and just go balls to the wall and doing the service business, or if you want to start getting the business started before you actually let the job go. Although I will tell you, I look at people's pay stubs all the time and sometimes I'm just baffled by the amount of hours that these people work versus the amount of money that they make. Like I'm talking $16, $17, $18 an hour. These people are working 60 hours a week and they're making nothing, okay? You cannot work a W-2 job if you wanna make multiple six figures. It's just how it works. You have to provide a service. You have to start a business because when you start a business, you get paid based on the result, right? When I was working these hourly jobs, I was making $17 an hour, $18 an hour. You're not getting paid based on the result, right? You can make as many results as you want within an hour, within a day, within a couple days. And then over time, you can build out systems that make those results happen without you being there. And that's the real cheat code to making money. Once you learn how to start a service business where you can put people in place to create results for you, that's real leverage of your time. If you are out working hard in the sun all day for X amount an hour or working behind a desk for X amount an hour, there's only so many hours in the day and you're gonna be held down by somebody who's giving you an hourly wage. Salaries is where dreams die. Hourly wages are where dreams die, okay? So it's okay if you need to use that to support yourself, but have that goal, start something now to get into the service business and be an entrepreneur, be a business builder, be your own boss, okay? Super important, because once you start to create a result, you learn how to create more and more results over time. You get better at creating that result, you leverage out, and then you can start stacking results. Next thing you know, you got 10 results a week, 20 results a week, 30 results a week, and you can just keep building and making more money. That's the biggest piece on this list. If you take nothing else out of this video, start a service business. Next thing that I want to talk about, so far starting a service business, this is the next thing that kind of ties into this, is being your own boss. Okay, I've made other videos about this before, but once you become an entrepreneur, once you become a business builder, once you get into the service business, you learn a ton about how to manage your own time, how to improve yourself, how to just create results, right? And if you're not your own boss and you have a boss that you're relying on for money, that you're relying on to take, the bread for you to eat, you know what I mean? To bring you the meat. You are going to be relying on somebody else to create results for you. And if that's the life that you are living, you're not going to be able to chase your own results. So this is super, super important. You have to be your own boss, and you have to learn how to manage your time. Learn how to manage your time, okay? The better that you get at using your time productively, being your own boss and using your time productively, the easier it's going to become to be successful, right? If you are just sitting back and waiting for an hourly wage all the time, waiting for a boss to pay it out to you, you're not going to learn the skills to manage yourself, right? I even saw this firsthand when I was working hourly positions. I would be scrolling on my phone, doing nothing, because I was guaranteed that money hourly. You need to light a fire under your ass, and you need to figure out how to manage your time so that you can create results for yourself, whether that's money results, or whether that's personal health results, or whether that's business results, relationship results. Being your own boss doesn't just mean translating into making money. Right? Being your own boss translates into being the boss of your life. You need to learn how to have the life that you want and give yourself the life that you want through managing your own time, managing yourself as a person, managing the results of your life. And once you become your own boss, you take full responsibility for those results. And if you just allow somebody else to feed you those results, you will never be able to take responsibility, pick up the ball, and shoot, okay? You need to learn how to pick up the ball and shoot for yourself. And that really just ties into this one statement that I want to say to end out this piece of the topic, is you need to take full responsibility for everything in your life, okay? Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to do it for you. The moment that you figure that out and you start taking action and just realize that there's no one else out there that's going to do it for you, you start to actually go out there and make results. You start to take full responsibility for your life, your future, and you start taking action. So keep that in mind. Next thing I want to talk about is, I've talked about this in my other videos, but learn how to set goals, and then more importantly, learn how to achieve goals. If you like, I do have a video about setting and achieving goals. This is super important, and again, it ties into being your own boss. Once you start learning how to set and achieve goals, you can tie in every single one of these topics that I'm talking about to this. Creating results, being your own boss, being a better version of yourself, being an entrepreneur, building a service business. Learn how to better yourself, right? And set the goals to better yourself. If you're just going willy-nilly through life trying to make it to the weekend, you're not going to be setting goals, you're not going to be improving, you're not going to be building yourself as a person. I'm telling you, you are going to have a life to look forward to. You're going to have a future to look forward to if you set personal goals, if you set business goals, if you set health goals, if you set relationship goals, if you set workout goals. I don't know. Set goals. Set goals that make you excited, set goals that scare you, set goals that make you happy, set goals that make you look forward to the future, and then learn how to achieve those goals. Okay? I'm not gonna go into how to achieve goals right now. There's another video that I have on my channel. If you wanna watch that, go for it. Next thing that I wanna talk about is learn how to lock in. Like, this is such a Gen Z statement of me, but it's very true. I'll tell you, I never go out to the bars. Never. I live downtown with my girlfriend. We live around the corner from the bars, and I've always seen everyone going out to the bars. And last weekend, we made the decision to just go out and try it, and see what happens, okay? I was around a bunch of other people who were my age that were 23 years old, even sometimes older than me. And it was baffling to me, the difference of my life versus their life in the sense of how we live out our days, right? These people were waiting for the weekend, enjoying, look, it's enjoyable to hit the bars, but there's a little spider on the windowsill. These people were waiting for the weekend, constantly trying to hit the bars, constantly hanging out with girls, constantly focusing on distractions, okay? And that ties into another one of my points, is that you will realize once you start doing the things that I'm talking about here, that you're not gonna have time to deal with low-class people. You're not gonna have time to deal with going to the bars. You're not gonna have time to deal with low-value people. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, if you wanna live a life like this, you're gonna be different, okay? And that's okay. I'm 23, and every single other 23-year-old that I talk to, they just don't get it. I have a couple people in my circle who are my age that actually get it, and they're different too, okay? You just need to learn how to lock in at the end of the day. If you're constantly dealing with distractions, you're constantly worrying about girls, you're constantly worrying about the next shiny thing, you're constantly spending money going out with your friends, you're constantly spending money going out and eating food, you are going to destroy your ability to lock in and do the work that's needed. I will tell you, I always like to try and show my watch, but it never works. It's 10:38 at night right now, okay? I just got back from working, essentially all day. And here I am, 10:38 at night. I'm in my apartment building. Probably 90% of the people in this building are sleeping right now. I'm upstairs on the hottest floor of this building making a 15-minute YouTube video about personal development, okay? I'm a little crazy. And I'm not saying that you have to be as crazy as me, but you gotta be a little bit different. You gotta be a little bit obsessed. People aren't gonna understand. People are gonna tell you it's wrong. People are gonna tell you it's unhealthy. They don't get it, okay? Do you want something different? Do you want to make multiple six figures? Do you want to build a life that's cool? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to have employees? Do you want to have freedom? Do you want to build something that nobody has? Big old question mark. Do you want to do that? You gotta be different. And that's hard for me to understand too, because I have a lot of times people who are close to me say things that, it's not working, it's not working, your life isn't working. You know what I mean? Or your time isn't working, or I have people who don't want to be friends with me, people who don't want to be around me because I'm different. And that's something that I have to accept, and it's hard. It's not easy, okay? But I'm obsessed. I love this. I love this so much. I'm so obsessed. Being better, setting goals, making money, you're different. And that's okay? I'm telling you. You just have to accept the fact that you're gonna be different. You gotta learn how to lock in. You gotta learn how to do the work. You gotta learn how to stay away from stupid distractions. The moment that you learn how to do that, you can start focusing on the other things on this list, which include being productive with your time, okay? So I'll go into that really quickly, and then I'll close off the video. You need to be productive with your time, okay? Your time is the biggest asset that you have right now, especially if you're young, because you have so much time to build something that's great, right? So every moment that you're doing something that's not productive, you are wasting your life. We are only on this earth for 100 years. And I know it doesn't feel like a long time, or I know it feels like a long time when you look at it, right? Like, oh, I have time. That is the biggest mistake that you are gonna make with your life, because next thing you know, it's gonna flash by and you're gonna be upset that you never took action. I need you to be productive with your time. If you want to build something that's cool, you have to understand that every single second that goes by is another dollar that you're losing out on. And if you want to get rich, if you want to be successful, if you want to have the money, if you want to have the fame, if you want to have everything that you've ever wanted in this whole entire world, learn that time is your biggest bleeping asset that you've ever had, and you have to hold on to it and be strict with it. Okay? Don't waste your time with people who aren't productive with you. Don't waste your time doing things that don't enlighten you and make you happy. And I'm not saying that you don't have to, that you shouldn't be going out and doing fun things and hanging out, but make it productive. Make it for you. Make it for your health. Make it for your mental health. Make it for your personal health. Make it for your physical health. Make it for your business health. Like, do those things. Productive crap only, dude. Do not waste your time with low-class people. Do not waste your time in low-class circles. Do not waste your time in low-class rooms. Your time is so productive. Don't waste it scrolling on Instagram. Don't waste it scrolling on Facebook. Use it to a productive piece. Use it productively. Just use it productively, please. Last thing that I want to say is just be patient with yourself, okay? I spent my whole entire last 5 years just being extremely impatient all the time. I want it right now, okay? And I'm not saying that's bad. Like, I think that's helped me push myself forward. Although I do want to go back and tell my 19-year-old self or my 18-year-old self, like, bro, it's all right. It's going to happen. Just keep being consistent. Give yourself the little wins and be patient. If you compare your success to other people's, if you get impatient and get upset and start throwing things all over the place because your goals haven't been hit yet, you're gonna discourage yourself, okay? Realize that if you're watching this video right now and if you're making it 17 minutes into a personal development video, you're going somewhere. It's gonna happen, okay? If you're taking the action, if you're doing things that you should be doing, if you're implementing this video into your life, it's gonna happen. Right? Like I said in my videos previously, you can't control the outcome fully, but you can control the causes of the effect. So go out there, control the causes, and do something great. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. If you like this video, do me a favor, just leave a comment down below and let me know. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. I just want your feedback in the comments. If you want to speak to me personally, I have an Instagram and I have a Facebook. My name is Max Salmon. You can feel free to DM me on those. My phone number is in the bio of those too. So if I don't answer you, text me. I make new videos like this every single day, and I'm super, super happy to reach back out to you and talk to you about your goals. Like, you don't know how much it means to me to hear from the people who are on my Facebook. Please just do me a favor. Don't try to sell me anything. Please, just do me a favor. If you're gonna reach out, let's chat about you. Let's chat about your personal development. I don't want to, I don't want any money from you. I don't. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to win. You deserve the entire world. I'm talking to you on the other side of the screen right now. I can see you. I can see you on the other side of the screen. You deserve the best life in the whole entire world, dude. You really do. And the moment that you start implementing the things in these videos, I promise you, things are gonna start to pan out, okay? So go out there, take action. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much if you are constantly supporting me. I see every single one of you there constantly supporting me. I answer all my comments, I answer my DMs, I answer my texts. It might take me a little while to get back to you, but I promise you I will. Until next time, thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end of this video, and we'll talk soon. Go out there and do something great.